How everybody doing? I hope you're making it happen for yourself, because that's what we got to do. Make it happen for ourselves, right? Listen, y'all. I forgot until a few moments ago to set up my lives. I forgot. Forgive me. I got other things on my plate and I just forgot. And I did not even think about it till I was like, where's my live? You ain't go live. I'm like, where's my live at? Where is it? I forgot. So I hope some folks come up in here because I did not set up the live. So I don't know how soon the notifications go out. That is my bad. But I will set them all up for the week. So I'll be going live every day this week at noon and at 8. But Friday will be for members at 8 o'clock. I forgot, y'all. I'm telling y'all I needed some help. I need an assistant. I need somebody to help me, please. But anyway, I got it set up. There's three people. Hey, three people. Say hi to me. Come on in. Sit down. Take a seat. All right? I got a lot to discuss and unpack in this little hour or so. And so I want to get to it. Now they doing work across the street. I hope y'all can hear me and all that. I think they're cutting down trees. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. They've been out it for a while. I'm assuming they're cutting up something. 'Cause I think that's the machine that cut it up. So just ignore that. Um, just ignore that. I have to get my shoes on. I got my shoes on the wrong feet. Yeah, just ignore that, y'all. But anyway, today the topic is, at noon I talk about relationships, narcissism, as it pertains to black culture. And today, this is very important to black culture, and that is the feminization of black men. Now, before I get started, I ain't gay bashing. If you gay, you gay. Fine. That's your thing, right? I'm talking about the feminization from the entertainment industry, from the fashion designers. That's who I mostly blame. Fashion designers and the entertainment industry. Whether you're a rapper, a singer, an artist of any sort, an actor, whatever, right? Hey, D. And I'm talking about the feminization of black men. Now, if they doing it to other men, I don't know. But I noticed in the black men, right? I feel like someone's on my lip. I noticed that, right? Happy Monday. That's right. Happy Monday, child. I forgot to set up my lives. But anyway, as far as the feminization goes, so what I've been thinking this and I've been saying this. Hey, Kay. I hope you did too. I did too. I worked. That's a good thing. I'm still here. I've been thinking this for a minute, right? But when I saw that picture that I put on my community page of one of my favorite rappers, he's a conscious rapper, I think he's a conscious rapper, is Most Def with that skirt on, right? Listen, we not Scottish. We, black folks, we not Scottish. That is not our culture, right? That's not our culture. Now, we might wrap around in the thing or something like that if you're in the jungle. I don't know. What I'm saying is, I just do not like the look of a heterosexual black male with a skirt. I don't like that look. And I'm telling you, I can't find it because he haven't came down my timeline. I don't know if the people done got mad at him or what. But there was a black guy. He was an African man. I want to say he lived in Africa because his accent was heavy. That was dressed very sharp. He was very sharp, very cleaned up. That's the word. He was very together with his attire, right? Very together from head to toe. He stepped out there one day and had on a skirt and tore him up in the comments, right? Now, I ain't seen him lately. I'm sure he's still doing it, but I don't know. The algorithm has pushed him back, or he didn't slow down. I don't know, because he don't come down my timeline as frequently as he was. But that skirt blew my mind. You see a man with business suits on, and he dressed like a male. He dressed like a heterosexual male. That's just what we expect. Now, yes, women do wear pants. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They do. But I don't want to see a black man in a skirt. I don't. I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't. Nick says she's sick to death. Yeah, me too. I don't want to see that. I don't and for somebody like Most Def, who I believe to be a heterosexual male and to be a conscious rapper, is he not a conscious rapper anymore, Kay? What's happening with that? Is he not? Because You got to be conscious. You got to see what's going on out here, right? Oh, is that a thing? Is that fashionable? So the next question is, because the people say it's fashion, do you wear that? There's a lot of stuff, that's fashionable I wouldn't wear. Like, I wouldn't have my booty out. I wouldn't wear the see-through dress, but, people doing that. Because fashion dictates this is what the trend is, do you do that? That's my question. Do you do that? Because fashion says now that it's okay for black men to wear a skirt. Now, you know that the fashion world is mostly driven by gay men, and so they, in my opinion, they are pushing the androgynous style of dressing. They're projecting that onto the world. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that. We want our men to stay men. Now, if you gay, that's fine. You want to wear skirts and heels and pocketbooks, fine. But our heterosexual men, come on, y'all, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Let's not push this. Now, let me tell you this, though. Let me tell you this. What someone in the comments said, and I Googled this, because y'all know I Google everything. It could be religious Muslims with a... Yeah, did you see the skirt, though? That ain't no Muslims ain't doing that one. I know they is. They would, That's what I mentioned earlier. They wear the one long thing, yeah. I don't believe that was Muslim. I don't believe that was of the Muslim faith. If it was, let me know. Let me know. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know everything. I'm just saying my vision. My vision. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that, right? If it's Muslim, cool. But you can't be half Muslim at the bottom and a regular at the top. But someone in the comments, and I've since looked it up and it is a thing, said that the skirt was a humiliation ritual. Okay, so I go to see if humiliation ritual was a thing. And let me read you the definition and where it makes sense to me, right? Humiliation ritual, urban. And next to it says urban. So for me, when I see urban, now I'm going to get like, what's his name? Dr. Umar in a minute, right? When I see urban, that means this is just projected. This definition is just for us. Us. That's how I'm taking this, right? Because that's what it say. When you look it up, it says humiliation ritual, urban. Now, when it gives the exact definition, the urban is off of it, right? Excuse the sound, they making doing stuff in here. It says humiliation ritual is when a record label forces or bribes their artists into doing things they wouldn't normally end up doing. This is what the definition is now. To weaken and destruct the society. Now just stop right there and break this down. To weaken and destruct the society. Us, we are the society, okay? Hey T, we are the society. This is to destroy the black man. This is why I'm saying this. This is what the definition is, but this is my thoughts as I see it, and I've been living a long time, and I'm seeing the unnatural progression of the changing of the men. Hence, the feminization of the black man, right? Now, I'm not no expert. What I'm talking about is what I see and how I feel, right? Now, I personally, even though Dr. Umar ain't built them cool schools, he done took them people money, I don't know what he's doing, but it's thought. I like the way he think on a lot of things, on a lot of subjects and a lot of topics, right? I would like to have a conversation with him and see what he says about it, because I know how I feel, right? I know how I feel, right? It says, let me repeat it. A humiliation ritual is when a record label forces or bribes their artists into doing things they wouldn't normally end up doing to weaken and destruct that society, meaning black folks, or audience that they market to. The audience that they market to, right? Now, they give examples. NBA young boy, he painted his face like a clown. Like, I don't follow him, I heard of him, but I don't know what he do, what he make, I don't know, right? But he painted his face as a clown. Now, it says, Charlemagne the God gifted DJ Envy a butt toy of his butt and balls. He thought it was a gift. So when you're doing something stupid, That is a humiliation ritual. Now, also in the comments, someone said that Mos Def has an album coming out. Now, I don't know how long it's been. Maybe since the 90s. I don't know, early 2000s since he had one. I'm not quite sure. I could Google that. But now, then I got to thinking, do you think that's what it was? So he can get a lot of attention to what's about to happen? But all attention is not good attention. And to me, that's negative attention. I don't know if a man wearing a skirt is going to make people go out and buy his music unless they're targeting a certain audience, which is the gay audience. They ain't targeting the everybody in the black culture, right? So this is a problem for me, y'all. This is a problem for me, because I'm seeing this way too much. I'm seeing this way too much. I saw they had. I can't remember what it was on, but I'm pretty sure it was Usher had on the white outfit with all the not chains, but you can call them chains. But you know how we wear a lot of necklaces. To me, it looked like necklaces, a lot of layered necklaces, right? Because it wasn't the big chain stuff that men wear. It was more feminine looking. And he had on a white skirt, right? I saw somebody else with the white skirt. Like, listen, I know they probably paying people to do that. Here, we're going to give you X amount of dollars. But how much is your dignity worth? Is your dignity for sale? That's the better question. Is your dignity for sale, right? I don't know any men personally, at least I hope I don't think I do, that would say, okay, they get ready to give me $5,000, y'all put this skirt on. Like Cat Williams say, some shit we just ain't gonna do. We gonna get that money another kind of way. I don't know. Am I right or am I wrong? I don't know. If your man come home and he got on the skirt, what y'all saying? What's the immediate response? Before he explained that he got paid X amount of dollars to wear this skirt. What's y'all response to the man in the skirt? What's the response to the man in the skirt? K, you married, T, you married. If your husbands came home tonight and he got on the pleated skirt, is y'all say, hey, babe, I missed you? Or you be like, what the fuck you got on? What is that? What you saying? What you saying, y'all? Tell me what y'all saying. Now, I would like to think that I wouldn't even, I agree, I would like to think that I would not date a man that wanted to wear a skirt for any reason. I would like to think that, right? But the pool is pissy, and the pickings is slim. The pickings is slim. So do I got to resort to the man? Do the Tims go? With his skirt, y'all? Because he did have on some big Frankenstein boots. I hate them too, by the way. We ain't talking about them today. But I hate them big, heavy looking Frankenstein boots. I hate them, right? But what y'all saying if y'all man got on the skirt, come home tonight? What's for dinner, boo? Hey, missed you. And then he got on the skirt. He said, well, no, they gave me, now I'm going to be honest. If they said, if my man said, well, they gave me 10,000. Okay, but don't take no pictures and don't let nobody see you. I don't know. What's the time frame for the money? How long you got to wear? How many pictures you got to take? Where is it going? Who going to see me? All them questions would come to my mind, right? I just don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. And let me tell y'all this. This is an intermission. So I was at work the other day, and I always speak to because I'm so pro-black. For the most part, I speak to all the black folks. I done probably had a conversation or two with them, right? And the ones that ain't kooky, and that I see on a regular basis, or I've worked with or beside or whatever, right? I always speak because I think it's stupid. Even if we don't vibe, I'm speaking to you, right? Learned that in college. You speak. I was on a campus, Kent State. That's where I really learned that at. Plus, I'm sociable. But when I went to college, as what is it called? PYI, whatever it's called, PWT, whatever it's called. But, it's a predominantly white school. I went to Kent State. And all the black folks spoke. All of the black folks spoke. So whenever I see black folks, for the most part, even if it ain't nothing but an I, like if we're in a situation and it's more of them than us, especially, I'm going to speak or say something or look a certain way or something, right? So this is the girl. Hey, Queen. this is the girl that I always speak to. I call her little sister because she's short. She's real short, right? So I always call her little sister. Hey, little sister, that's it. We had probably had a chitty chatted with a group two, three, four times, right? So this particular day, she tells me that, and I'm gonna call her Becky because her name was something like that. Matter of fact, it might have been Amy, but I'm gonna call her Becky because I can't remember what her name is, for reference sake. She tell me that Becky had said that I was prejudiced. I'm like, huh? I don't even know Becky. First of all, I don't even know her. I don't even know who she is, right? I said, what? She said, yeah. She said that you was prejudiced, and so I said, where'd she get that from? She said, I don't know. That's what she said to me. Then when I asked her that, she said it was the way. Now this ain't some Karen Becky white folk shit. She said it was the way I looked at her. So by my look, you thought I hate all white folks because I looked at you a certain way. And I probably was deep in my thoughts because if I'm not with my friends talking and laughing, I'm deep in my head with my thoughts. I got a lot going on, so I'm thinking, if, I probably didn't even see her, right? But the fact that she said, the way I look, now just think, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, this is just how they did. You couldn't look at them or you get in trouble. You couldn't look at them or they going to hang you. You couldn't look at them or they going to, ridicule you or burn your house down or whatever, right? She said I looked like she didn't like the look that I gave her. I wasn't even paying you no attention, child. Now the girl has since left. She's not at my facility. She went to another one, right? And I want to say, no, you can't. I want to say that my friend was looking out, telling me. But just think, y'all, if this girl, Becky, had have went to the higher ups with this, as they do sometimes, then it would have had to been a whole sensitivity meeting of some sort with me, right? So I explained to my friend, and I explained to my friend, right? I said, listen, the reason why she said that, because she was intimidated because I'm big and black. No other reason. No other reason. I know I wasn't scowling at her or making her, I wasn't mean mugging her. Wasn't paying her no attention, I'm sure, right? But because I'm big and black, and this ain't the first time that somebody been intimidated about me, it's the black and the big. Now, white folks want you to be smiling at them all the time. They want you to be smiling because that's what Negroes did back in the day. I don't have to do that. And as far as I'm concerned, you're invisible because I ain't paying you no attention, right? That's what it was, Nick. And I told her that. I said that's what it was. She's younger. She's younger. And so a lot of times people, like you, Nick, I know you understand, but a lot of people don't understand, especially if you're younger and you're inexperienced, prejudiceness and racism, not really, you know what I'm saying, single racism. There's group racism and there's single racism. I don't know if I'm saying the terms right, but I'm just saying. There's racism that's directed right towards you, and then there's racism when you're in a group, right? And in a group setting or whatever, group situation. And I told her that. I said, and then I saw her the next day, which was yesterday, and she began to explain again, right? And she said, I wasn't going to let her. I told her, don't let nobody else hear you say that. And I bet not hear you say that no more, right? Or it's going to be a problem. And she said, I couldn't let her say that about a sister, right? She said, because I know you cool, you speak to everybody, da, 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 right? So I said all this to say, we ain't far from a lot of things. We're not far from racism. We only a generation two back for segregation and all kinds of stuff, right? And this feminization of the black man is part of that. And I don't know why nobody doesn't see that. And I don't, and because the fashion industry is, for the most part, driven by gay men, I don't even know if they realize what they're doing or that everybody has an agenda for us. Everybody has an agenda for black folks but us. Everybody got an agenda for us but us. That's why I brought up that story because my feelings wasn't hurt because I'm used to it, right? I'm used to being a big black folk somebody's scared of, and then my voice is heavy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm used to that shit. It don't really faze me, but it could have went the wrong way for me. If she decided to take it somewhere, that they would have to pull me into an office somewhere, have a meeting, and I got to explain why I like white folks. You know what I'm saying? But this is what the culture. This is what we live in. This is what I've been seeing all my whole life, right? Um, Racism looks a little different. Racism looks a little different down south than it does up north. It's a different look, right? Because we're more segregated up north. We're more segregated. Uh, yeah, we're more segregated, especially in the urban area. They got their area, we got ours. Now, when you see the Beckys, the Beckys stroll through the area, they looking for their next baby daddy, right? But and there's certain areas that they'll go in where that's acceptable, right? So it's more segregated. Like down south, is everybody living together and all of that, right? It's a little different where I come from. So I see it. I've seen this before, right? And she was upset, but I was like, listen, I don't really faze me. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for telling me. But God protected me because it didn't nothing, come of it, right? And it was some shit brewing about me that I didn't even know. All because I'm big and black, right? But the feminization of black men, I'm gonna say again, is run by, let's just say it's Illuminati. I call Illuminati powers that be. The powers that be is puppeting these people that are that are influencing us. They're in charge of the people that are influencing us. Hi, Kaden. They're influencing the people that are, influencing us, right? So I don't want to see no man in no skirt. Now I don't know if Most Def gave an explanation or if he don't really have to, right? He ain't got to. But I would think as a coming from a conscious rapper, that's just like Talib Kweli or uh, you know, who else is the conscious rapper? Any of them, uh with the skirt on. Like, I just don't want to see that. And then the pose was feminine, right? Uh, Common, right. There you go, Common. I don't want to see that, y'all. Am I the only one? Is it just me? If it isn't for a cultural religious reasons, I'm over it. Yeah, exactly. And that's what Kay said. Maybe he's Muslim or something. But they don't wear that kind of skirt. That was a fashion, pleated fashion skirt. That wasn't Muslim skirt. That wasn't Muslim skirt. That wasn't Muslim skirt. Now that wasn't Muslim skirt, right? I listen. I was talking with somebody at work, and she's older, and she was like, she's been with her husband 40 years. So when you've been with your husband 40 years, you ain't dealt with the ills of society as far as dating that we have, us single women or newly married or second time married, been in relationships. She ain't been in no relationships with that one. So she don't know but what she see on TV or somebody tell her, but she don't know about the ills of society. And she said, like a lot of people have said, that it is women's fault, black women's fault that the way the men are the way they are, right? And I could partly agree with that. Because if you don't allow, I'm gonna say allow, I ain't gonna say make. I'm in my soft era, so I'm gonna say allow. If you don't allow a man to be a man, then he can't be a man. He don't know how to be a man, right? If you don't ever if you don't ever see to him making an effort about you and what his job is or duties are as it pertains to you, or if y'all live together as it pertains to the household, or if you're a father and it pertains to his fatherhood, and you don't ever say nothing, just let him keep doing nothing, then it is our fault. If you don't expect this man to treat you a certain kind of way, then it is our fault. If you allow this man to be in your house and not pay no bills and not have any responsibilities, it is our fault. As a scapegoat, they do. Nick say, "I'm so sick of them using black women as a scapegoat for everything. We are not the most. We are the most unprotected. We are." I'm gonna give you a small example of the unprotection. Right? Remember, I told y'all about the guy at my job. Right? Now I seen him yesterday. Right? I don't know how many days it's been since he Ubered me. Maybe I don't know, but I seen him yesterday. Now I see him out to my peripheral. Right? Because I think he was behind me or something. I saw him. So I started to speak, but my mind said no, right? My mind said no, because he saw me before I saw him, because he was behind me. So you saw me, right? You walked and you saw me. Okay, fine. So then we just happened to be working in the same area. Now, one of my younger friends said, he's eye candy, and he is eye candy, right? And I said, yeah, he was my Uber. Now, I I waited a moment to see if this man was going to speak to me, right? He did not. So I spoke, because I ain't ignorant. I spoke. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? I know he don't know my name or none of that. He probably ain't trying to, right? So in the meanwhile, my younger friend says, this is the difference. I'm trying to show y'all a generational difference, right? She said, I said, yeah, he was my Uber. I said, but he didn't even speak when he saw me. And we had a conversation. She was like, well, that's all right. She giving him, that's all right, excuses, right? Maybe he got a wife. So what that got to do with him speaking, right? We co-workers. I speak to everybody. Just told y'all that, right? So then we have heavy boxes. I don't fool with heavy boxes. I let a man get them or they just sit there or whatever happens to them. My friends pick them up, right? So I had worked with him before, but I didn't say anything. I said, I'm gonna see how this play out, right? So she busy. She's like, I talk and I just make him talk. I made him smile. She was doing all this to get a conversation with the man. Fuck him, right? This is how I'm feeling, and I told her that, right? So she was doing a whole bunch to have a conversation. She said, no, I just need I can't. I gotta have something to do. This is the reason why men are like they are. They ain't got to put forth no effort. We put forth all the effort, right? So I'm telling her, but I don't say that because I'm like, she got to see for herself. So I had worked with him before. I know how he going to do. So if you ask him to pick up a big box, he'll do it once. He's not going to repeatedly do it. There are some guys that work with me and work around me that's going to get all the heavy boxes. That's their job, their pleasure. They don't mind that, right? But I knew he wasn't one of them, right? And so she asked him the first time. He said, how much you going to pay me? Now, he did it like a joke, but he meant I ain't doing this no more. But she couldn't read him, right? And I had been telling her all before this. She was like, just say something. You don't know. He might give you a ride every day. He Uber, da, 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 da. I'm telling her, no, I'm not going to do that. I ain't going to be that, but age, it's generational difference, right? So I already know what I know. First of all, I got a degree in niggerology. I have a degree in that shit, right? So she asked him again later on. First he ignored her. Then he went somewhere else. Then he came back. She asked him again. I heard him. I heard what he said, but I couldn't hear exactly what he said. But I know it meant no. It meant no, right? So I waited a little while. And man, she didn't just laughed over there, went over there, talked with him. I made him laugh, laughing and talking and talking and talking. He don't really give a damn about that, right? I know this. So I waited a little while. I said, did he help you get that box? She's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. No, he did not. And I knew that. And I started to have a conversation with her then, let her understand the difference. But I said, I'm going to say that for another day. Because she was real hyped up about this dude. And I could talk to him. And every time he came over there, she started a conversation with him. That is the problem. That's what's wrong with black men today. That is what's wrong with black men today. That nigga saw me like I saw him. And I told you I was going to speak. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? But once he saw me and didn't say nothing, I said, oh, he one of them. And then I remembered back of when it was when I worked with him that same day, right? So let me tell y'all what I did, just to clarify myself, because I get clarity within myself. I'll be like, Jackie, you already know what they're going to do. My other self be like, no, just do it anyway. Okay. So, waited way later, and I said, is you Ubering today? He was like, no, I did it earlier. Now, he knows I live 5 minutes away and all like that. If you was cool, dude, he'd be like, yeah, I'm going to turn it on, then we'll turn it on, and then I'll drive you home, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. He made a point. Nigga, I don't want you. I don't like you. You nice looking man, but I don't want you, and I ain't getting ready to push up on you. But that's what he wanted. And that is what men have been doing lately. And my friend is 40. Total difference in the way we conduct ourselves with a man, right? Total difference. Because, we didn't talk before. Total difference. I'm not getting ready to chase you. I'm not getting ready to press you. I think that there are some things that a man should do just out of respect. Just out of respect. That's all. I don't want you, cuz. You know what I'm saying? You nice looking, but I ain't getting ready to press about you and run up to you. Hey, Anthony, take me home. And that's what she wanted. She's like, you'll never know. You being scared. I'm not scared of that nigga. I already know what he gonna do. I already know who he is, right? So I said I'm gonna have that conversation with her another day. If he don't want to be bothered, forget him. Exactly. But I already knew after seeing you go past me and not speak. Okay. All right. We had a conversation and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. You one of them. And I'm not. That's cool. That's all the way cool, right? I am never, from now on, he will be invisible. I ain't even going to speak no more because I did my nicety. I'm not even going to speak. I don't care if we're working right. He right there. I ain't even going to speak. I'm going to show you how important you is to me. right? But that is the problem. Women have been catering because that's what we taught to do, but it has been to no avail. Catering to men, allowing men to treat them a certain kind of way. So what? You kept talking to him, he talked back. Then she's like, "Well, he believed in God. I know that." And you see all these women, because I worked with them before. You see all these women over here, and you ain't offered to help do nothing. Usually, when I work with a guy, they get all the heavy boxes. You don't even have to ask. If I have to ask you to get these heavy ass boxes, that's the problem. And but I knew that already. But she was so determined. Hey, get this one. You gonna get that one? He did the first one with a joke. What I get or how much you gonna pay me or something stupid like that, right? I act like I didn't hear that. The second time, he told her said something to her. The third time, he said something to her, but he didn't get the box. I know that. I know that. So, my instincts be right about a man. And as women, you got to reading, understand who you talking to when you talk to. And if the conversation don't go right, it's okay to let it go. It's okay to let it go. But we don't want to do that. We want to keep on talking. I made him smile. I made him laugh. Who cares? Would he have done that for you? Would he have put that much effort into you? He's been seeing all of us just like we see him. Would he have put that much effort into you? I find that if you're not putting any effort into me, and I think y'all, because when they look up narcissism, it says environment. I think we've created narcissists. That's just what I think. We've created them. We ain't made nobody do nothing. You always catering to them and praising them and worshiping. We have to stop that unless they worthy of it. Just like we got to stop accepting that a man needs to dress feminine because the people say so, or because it's trending. That's never gonna trend. Taking a man's manhood, taking his manhood from him is not trending to me. That's never gonna be popular to me, right? And I think that's what they're doing. I've been seeing it for quite a minute now. I've been seeing it for a minute, and it seems to be acceptable in the entertainment fashion industry. It's not acceptable with me. It's not acceptable with me. I don't like it, right? And I was really appalled about Mos Def. I like Mos Def. I thought he was one of the most conscious dudes out, right? I don't know where he been and what he been doing these years. What he been doing? Y'all know what he been doing? They say in the comments he got an album coming out. But I was shocked to learn about this, what was it called? Humiliation ritual. I was shocked to know that was a thing in order to, in the record industry, an industry that I don't know if we dominate in it, but we in it, right? The record industry. Y'all think that's cool to do. We gonna make y'all feel like this. Now, I done went on a tangent about that. Let me get on with the rest of it. It just pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? That they put my main man's. That's just like if you was to put I don't know, anybody in a damn skirt, y'all. I just didn't like that. Um, um, you know, so let me say this: a man is the head, right? I can't be a good faith woman, a good Christian woman if I didn't believe that. I do believe that. Is all men the head? No, but a man is supposed to be the head of the household, right? And however the head is, um, that the body is the same. We meaning the woman, the house, whoever all up in the household, right? Um, there needs to be an example set. And even if, so let's just say you ain't had nobody in your house. You ain't had no daddy. You ain't had no daddy, no uncles, no neighbors. You ain't seen no man in your life as a man. Seem like it would be an instinct. It would be something innate to be a man, right? Something you research, figure out how to be. Anybody you ain't never seen no man on TV, nowhere. You figure out it should be something innate in you that want to be manly, unless you're gay, right? Um, you know, uh, I'm not understanding giving men excuses and then blaming everything on. Like if your son go out here and do something, it's the mother's fault. Ain't nobody ever said, "Well, this is daddy's fault." But daddy didn't never show him no love, didn't play baseball with him, didn't take him nowhere, didn't teach him nothing. It's always on the mama. Always. If a man go out here now and turn into a serial unaliver, it's gonna be his mama's fault. If mama go visit him, she shouldn't do that, right? It's always the mama's fault, right? And I had a conversation the other day with somebody. I want to say I was at work, and I said, so women we have to raise the kid. A man ain't never had a baby. Y'all done heard me say that before. A man has never had a baby, right? So when that man decide he want to leave and go on about his business, the kids is with us because we're that's what we do, right? We ain't gonna women very rarely, very seldomly walk away from their kids, right? So we have to take the charge, right? We got to take the charge. We got to teach them this, teach them that, teach them this, right? And in the same token, then we baby them. I didn't baby my boys, but I seen that happening. You know, I seen that happening with my friends and their sons, right? Um, so when it go wrong, it's our fault, right? And I told my coworker, I said we've had to do these things because we was the only one left. So if we masculine, it's because men have made us masculine. We didn't have a man in our life. We try to get one, and then I've heard people say, "Well, you picked them. You picked them." The person don't show their true colors right off the top. It might be a long time before they show their colors, and by the time they show their colors, you in real love. You got feelings for them, right? And you gonna try to make it work. Somebody left a comment. A guy left a comment today or yesterday that said he was a passport bro. I started to leave it for entertainment purposes. And I said, I don't want him to think this way he can come do that, right? He said the reason because it was on my why are black women still single or something was the topic, right? And he said because y'all too masculine. You have several baby daddies. And something else he said. He said I'm cool because I got my passport. And something else about the passport, right? So I was trying to, his name. I was trying to hit it so I could see if he had a page or something, but he didn't, right? I guess that was just his email or whatever, right? But he had a weird kind of name, like King somebody or something like that, right? That's fine if you think we ain't what you want. Go over there to another country and see how much they like you. If you ain't got no money, they like you until your money run out. I was married 10 years, and the way he is now, that we are divorced like night and day. Well, that's because you grew him up and taught a lesson. You taught him a lesson. And speaking of exes, my ex called me last night. Now, I ain't going to tell you what transpired because that'll ruin the book. But he called me last night. I didn't speak with him, but he called me last night. Now, we've been broke up 5-6 years. He still calls me. And the only reason why he got through because he called me from another phone. That's how he got through. He calls me. He still calls me. Narcissists do not like to lose control of their supply. Right? Yeah. They do not like to lose control of their supply. And so when he got a moment, he didn't say anything because we didn't talk. We didn't talk, right? We didn't talk. But he called me from a different number. Yeah, he called from a different number. And I just found that amazing. Like, do you call your other exes or is it just me? Am I just the target? You know what I'm saying? I read something today. Let me tell you what somebody said. I saw it on my timeline. Let me find it. I took a screenshot of it. And it was so profound what they said. Hold on. How did I get my screen? Oh, no. How did I get my screenshot? It was so profound. And I said, we have to stop doing it. Okay, here it is. My ex taught me, right? This is what this person said. This is on TikTok, I think. The more chances you give someone, the less they value you, right? They're not afraid to lose you because they know no matter what, you won't walk away. And this is how men think, right? Never let someone get too comfortable with disrespecting you. That's where I went wrong. That's where I went wrong, and that's where so many of us go wrong in a relationship. Because we allow. The more chances you give it in your mind, you think you're being fair, you being true, you want things to work, right? The more chances you give someone, the less they value you. They're not afraid to lose you because they know you ain't going nowhere. Case in point. Cardi B and what his name is? Offset. You know. And a lot of men like to see how upset they can get you and how much they can put on you, how much you'll take. And they call it you pass the test. I wanted to see if you like me. Dumb shit like that. I know we done all heard that one. I wanted to see if you cared. They put you through some bullshit to see if you care. Right? But this hit me this morning. I saw this and I said, I screenshot it so I can talk about it. Never let someone get too comfortable with disrespecting you. And that is exactly what I did. And I wasn't looking at it as disrespect. I was looking at, oh, he's just a man, he being a man. No, straight, blatant disrespect. And that's why I've been single so long. And so when I think about these things, y'all, it's like, I probably would have never been with nobody if I knew what I knew now. Right? I wouldn't have been with nobody ever in my life, probably, because this is a cycle that's been going on with black folks for a long time. I'm talking about black folks. I don't know what white folks do. For a long time, we take them back. We accept some bullshit because they cool or they did something nice. We accept the bullshit, and now we got this. Now we left with this. That's why the dating pool is pissy. So we are part to blame because we've been accepting a lot of shit we shouldn't have been accepting. Mainly, right? We've been accepting bullshit for a very, very long time, right? Generations of it. This is generational, and this is generational. We've been accepting generational shit for a very long time, right? For a very long time, and it's got to be stopped. It's got to be stopped. A man should put forth some effort. I just watched a real cute thing on, I don't know if it was TikTok or IG. It might have been, I don't know what it was. It probably was TikTok. And he was like, 40 days, I'm just use a number, 20 days before I proposed to her. And then he went down the timeline in that same video. 10 days, what they were doing. Was what they were doing. 5 days before I proposed to her. 3 days before I proposed to her. A few hours before I proposed to her. And then he proposed. He took her out on a boat. He took her somewhere nice and gave her something. And she started crying. And then he had a heart-shaped flowers, shaped in a heart or something. Roses shaped in a heart. It was on his knee. They was at the beach. I don't know. They was somewhere nice, right? And then he proposed to her. That's effort. That's effort. Immediately I thought, that's effort. These Negroes don't even want to text you. They only want to take you nowhere and get your little bologna sandwich, right? He put forth effort. Effort. Effort, right? That's all it takes is to show us some effort. Demand in a subtle kind of way that someone puts some effort towards you if they're interested in you. Reason why I'm single. Ain't nobody putting forth no effort. I talk to thousands of dudes. Ain't like nobody don't approach me or I'm unapproachable. I'm fun. I'm a good time if you get to know me. But they don't put forth no effort. I was going to go to this guy's house, right? I was going to go to this guy's house because he told me about these restaurants and stuff, right? I was going to hang out with him. So I said, well, where we going to go? What's the plans when I get there? What is the plans? He ain't had no plans. So I was just going to come sit in your house and look at TV, the same shit I do here. I said, what about the restaurant? We're going to go bowling. I ain't going to do none of that. I want to say he said his hip was bad. I don't know. But, all the stuff we talked about, that we've been talking about. I said, okay, I think we can hang out now. I got a little time, right? I was off a few days. He was like, we're going to go to Buck's Kitchen. I was like, I'm just saying Buck. I don't know what the name. He used a nickname. I said, where's Buck's Kitchen? You ain't tell me about that. That ain't the restaurant you talked about. He's like, no, that's my kitchen. I ain't talked to him no more. And I guess he knew not to call me no more, right? But again, effort. If you really, really liked me, you'd have called me and said, girl, what you doing? Something. Anytime I have a conversation with a guy and it don't go the way they want, and I'm like, in my mind, like, no, I ain't fooling with him. They never call me. They never call me, hardly ever, unless they just crazy. They never really call back because I don't fit the profile of what they looking for. I'm asking too many questions. I want too much. A goddamn meal at a restaurant, too much. X her off. She wants a meal at a restaurant. No, sir. Not doing that. No, ma'am. Not doing that. That's why I'm single. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm single. Because I'm not forcing myself on no one. I'm not forcing my agenda on no one. I think that if you're interested in a woman, you show her. Point blank. And you know what kills me is my sons are men, right? I watch my sons with their women. Why can't I find? I had to make men's. Why can't I find one like the ones I made? You know what I'm saying? Um, hey, Marita Minutes. Marita Minutes. We talking about why most Def had on that skirt. Why most Def had on that skirt. And the feminization of black men. But you know, I made the kind of and they daddies wasn't in their life. You know what I'm saying? I did the best I could to make them a man, to make them self-supporting. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and my youngest son really treats his girl good. You know what I'm saying? My son will treat you good too, but I think he's turning a page. I think he's turning a page of adulthood, right? As far as what he want to do and how he gonna treat somebody, you know. But I just no effort, and I've had lots of conversations with lots of men, and it's once you want some effort. Now, not at the Grammys. He broke out with that one before the Grammys. I think I posted it a couple days ago. He had on a skirt. Go look on my community page. You'll see it. Skirt. A pleated skirt. Pleated skirt. So I don't really, you know, people say if it's religious purposes, I don't think that wasn't a religious skirt. That was a skirt. That was a skirt, right? The kind you put the pin in. Remember that? Y'all might not remember that. Put the big pin in, like the Scottish wear. Yeah, it was pleated. Yes, ma'am. It was pleated. Yes, ma'am. Look at my community page. It's right there. It was pleated. It was pleated. It was pleated. Now, let me tell y'all what I'm doing today. Y'all going to be proud of me. Y'all going to be proud of me. So, I think I sent it to you, T. So, I have run across some information on what I need to do is for my YouTube channel, right? But I have to go in my settings. And it's a lot to do. It's a lot, but I'm dedicating today to do that. Hopefully, when I see y'all at 8, I have a background. Hopefully, pray for me, right? Because I'm trying to evolve into a better content creator, right? Maybe I'm gonna start saying content creator instead of YouTuber. YouTuber is low vibrational. Content creator is high vibrational. I guess I just made that up, but that's just what I'm trying to do, right? Um, and so it's a lot of things that I got to do, and it's a lot of different things, about 20 something things I got to change in my settings, and then I got to get a background and so on. There's a lot of things. It's gonna take me hours to do, but I'm prepared for it. I'm gonna get me a little snack, and then I'm gonna get with it, right? And hopefully at 8 o'clock, y'all see a difference. Okay? Hopefully at 8 o'clock, y'all see a difference. Cause I'm gonna do this before I upload any videos. Plan to be all this week. I don't know why they wear. That's part of their culture. That's part of their culture. See, we indulge in everybody's culture but our own. That's part of their culture. Now, if he had on a long thing like the Muslim wear, long, like a long shirt, but they, you know, they wear the pants under it. Cool. Thanks, Nick. Cool. If he had came out there with a spear and it's like, cool. That's cultural to us. The skirt, I ain't feeling the skirt, y'all. I'm just not. And I like Most Def. I ain't feeling the skirt. Hey, India, we talking about Most Def and that damn skirt he had on. And the topic is the feminization of black men. And we're going to talk about it at 8 a little bit too tonight, right? Amongst other things. But I refuse to believe it's a skirt. Google it, and it may be a tartan worn by Muslims. Okay, look at it. The Muslims wear pleated ones? Is they pleated? Is the tartans pleated? Let me Google tartan. Let me look up a tartan. Now, if you got on the tartan, my bad. I apologize to Most Def and all the Most Def supporters, myself included. Tartan is plaid. Oh, tartan is the name of a plaid. Not too. Yeah, tartan is a pattern. Yeah. Tartans are a traditional Scottish symbol that represents the unique identity of each clan. So depending on the plaid you got on, that shows where you come from when it's a tartan, according to that. Now, Muslim tartan, let's see if it's a such thing. Muslim tartan, let's see. Scotland. Okay, Islamic tartan, okay. Okay, the concept of the Scottish Islamic tartan but I don't think his was plaid, was developed after consultations and advice were sought from leading Islamic scholars, Dr. Azim Ibrahim. He worked with our top designer. Okay, that's something about some designers. Let's see. Let's see. The ones that the Scottish wear, the people that Muslim Scottish people, I ain't never heard of that before. They're plaid-ish. Is there a Muslim community in Scotland? So there's 1% of Muslims in Scotland. So I don't know if that's a Muslim thing. I'm hoping it is. I don't know if that's a Muslim thing. Scottish men traditionally wear kilts as part of their national dress or formal attire for special occasions. Right, right. And what I didn't know that I just found out is certain plaids mean you come from this. You know, they got different plaids. So if your plaid is like this, you from this, not tribe, but you know, you from this your family of folks. You know that's how they identify by the plaid that they got on. Let me look at this picture one more time. Let me look at this picture one more time and see if he got any plaid on there. Do he got any plaid on there? Let me see. Let me see. Is it plaid? Might be plaid. Oh, it is. No, it ain't plaid. It's checkered. Hmm. Actually got red in the back. I didn't notice that before. It's blue in the front and red in the back. And I don't think this is plaid. It looks more checkered, but I don't know how clear the camera was that took this picture. Mm, mm. Look like you got leather pants up under there. I don't know. The skirt, I don't care what it is. Don't go for me. And if most deaf Muslim, let's see. Is most deaf? He might be. Is most deaf Muslim? Is most deaf Muslim? Muslim. Is most deaf Muslim? Okay. Oh, he's been in Islam in his teens, so he is Muslim. I don't want to deal with having any moniker or separation between yourself and other. Okay. Okay, so he's of the Islamic faith. His father was initially a member of the Nation of Islam and later followed somebody else. I've seen this name before. Imam Warith Dean Muhammad, who merged. Let me see what it say. Who merged? I gotta go way down here. Okay, here we go. I lost up my readings. So he is Islamic. He is Islamic. He is Islamic. I still don't want to see the skirt, but he is Islamic. He ain't Scottish. He's Islamic. He's Islamic. His daddy name is Yaslin Bey. I think I knew his last name was Bey. Bey. It's just a very radical form of information. Oh, okay, so that's something else. So it says Islam is the cornerstone of most deaf life. Okay, and his music. Uh-huh. I think that would be considered plaid. I don't know for real. I just can't see my rap. I know. Me either. Okay. You see the picture because I blew it up. It looks on the onset. I didn't see the plaid. I just saw dark color. But the front is. And I don't know if it's plaid or if it's checked. It could be plaid. I don't think it's plaid. It looks more like just stripes. It looks stripes. That's what it looks like. Stripes, right? It don't even look checkered. It looks stripes. I can't see it either, child. I can't either. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I'm not thinking. I don't know why this goes in and out like this. Yeah, I'm gonna fix my YouTube up, y'all. I hope I get it done by this evening. I hope I don't get frustrated because I get frustrated easy. But I'm gonna take my time. I'm dedicating this whole afternoon. So let me tell y'all what else too. I only have 13 pages. See that? Just a little bit. Before I edit to do, before I send it off. Well, I ain't gonna send it off yet. I gotta get the book cover, and when I finish this, then I'm gonna pay for my book cover, people. I saw him in concert. He was very odd. Really? Oh, really? Really? Now, I'm telling you, some few people in these comments, I'm not, I like rap music. I like hip hop, period. I'm a hip hop person. But I'm not all it with the ins and outs of what they do and don't do, right? But the people in the comments were saying, two, at least two that I saw, and I ain't finished all the comments, said ritual. What I say it was called? Humiliation ritual. I didn't even know that was a thing, child, till I Googled it. So, you said he was odd. Mm. Mm. Listen, y'all. We don't stand for something. What how it go? We fall. We how it go? We don't stand for something. We fall for anything. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that. Now, if that's his religion and they wear skirts like that, okay, cool. I ain't know Muslims wear skirts like that. If that's what he's a Scottish Muslim. Okay. I don't think we got no business over there in Scotland in the first place, but okay. I'm telling you, I'm waiting on my DNA results. It better not have no Wales, Scottish, none of that. Everything better be from the islands or Africa. Several places in Africa. I can't believe I got none of that in me, in my DNA. I'm too black. I'm blackity black. My nose, my lips, my thoughts, my bone structure. No, I'm blackity black. I'm blackity black. You know, yeah, that's what I am, blackity black. But anyway, y'all, I thank y'all for supporting me because I forgot to set up my lives. I'm gonna do that today for the rest of the week. Again, y'all, every day this week, even noon, every day this week, right? It's gonna be every day this week and 8 o'clock every day this week. If you don't have a membership, get a membership. We get down in the membership members. Y'all email me, text me, call me, whatever, inbox me what we talking about. Now I want y'all to read. 2 or 3 people have finished. I plan to finish myself as well. So I think I just got a few hours. Let me see how many hours I got left. I plan to be good and finished. Okay, Neek. Let me see how many hours I got. Where's my Audible at? How many hours I have left of my book? 2 hours. I got 3 hours left. 2 hours, 56 minutes. That's 3 hours. But I plan to get that done just, before Friday. So y'all join me tonight at 8 o'clock. I'll be talking about everybody. Wendy Williams. I'm talking about Ashanti looking like she's pregnant. I believe she is. The New York mayor giving out to the migrants, if that's what I've used the right word, giving them prepaid credit cards. See, this is enough broke folks. I need a prepaid credit card. Charles and Netta's beautiful wedding nuptials. Dwayne Martin getting engaged. NBA young boy, I got to talk about him. He said something stupid. So I got a lot to talk about tonight, y'all. So I'm gonna see y'all tonight. I'm getting ready to get busy. I'm about to take my wig off, put my glasses on, and get with my YouTube business. Okay, y'all? So, everybody be cool, and hopefully I'll see y'all tonight. All right? The unnecessary defaming of... Yeah, that's on my list. That's on my list. Added that late last night, because I need to find out what that's about. Yeah, that's on my list. And about Keith Lee, that's on my list, too. I don't understand what happened. Okay, here we go. Before I go. The humiliation. We got to talk about the feminization and the humiliation. Now, you saw that humiliation ritual, right? That's what the people said. That was humiliation. Why y'all know his address down there in Atlanta? Why you didn't go to his house? Why did y'all have to pick him up at the Grammys? Why at the Grammys? Humiliation. Okay? Humiliation. We'll talk about that in depth tonight. See y'all.